The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his try. As he'll bring this one out to the 27. And the play clock running very low, so Dan Quinn decides to call for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from...
And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Christian Kirksey coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Ryan escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
Well, peel back the curtain, partner. We've got a pretty good look into how they plan to play this game. Aggressive seems to be the word. Going for it on fourth down in that situation.
Yeah, opening drive. Now, we know this coaching staff, they have traits of aggression in their history, but what a start to this game. They're going for it.
Yeah, a lot of people might say reckless, but they got it. 1 for 1 on fourth down here early in the game.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to run with Freeman. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
What a great play and tackle. As a strong safety, you know what you're taught? That you are a hybrid player. You've got to be able to play the pass back deep, but especially to run up close, almost like a linebacker. And on that play, he took care of every responsibility.
He's going to get it running right. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And they didn't wait long to take a shot there, that's for sure. But it falls incomplete, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10.
All right, now look at 56.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. And the Falcons going to use another timeout. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Set. 319. 319. All right, now.
1st down, Mayfield. He's got a man wide open. It's Landry. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the 1st quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
A 2nd down throw for Mayfield. And it's caught. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a 1st down. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this 1st drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, got him halfway there. You don't see the sneak all that often from the 2-yard line because you definitely don't want to see your quarterback get clobbered. But you wonder if we might see the same play again.
Only a yard on the sneak, not what he was hoping for, and it's 3rd down. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. So it's 3rd and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? They'll try to run it in. Johnson. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Duke Johnson taking it in. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. The extra point up and good. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On second down, here's Ryan. Eluding the pressure right. This one complete to Devontae Freeman. And all the way down to the 35. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 41 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage is coming through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
12. 21.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Terrence Mitchell right there on the coverage.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. Larry Ogunjobi there to make the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down. So a field goal try here on fourth down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Jabril Peppers, a former first-round pick there on the coverage.
Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football looking for an open person.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more after this.
Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Browns trying to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Second down, Mayfield. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. Trying to get it to Landry there.
Well, you were backed up into a second and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. And now a timeout called defensively by the Browns as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Ryan on 2nd down. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 23 yards on the play. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he spins past him and into space. Touchdown, Falcons. Devontae Freeman with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons are in for 6. And his kick is good. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. Pretty move. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant to the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. That is caught. It's Perriman. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. He's going to go up top for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync. Only way to play good defense.
3-19. 3-19. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. Looking for Perriman, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Robert Alford. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday.
They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. We have hit halftime. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the 2nd half. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again, the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Mayfield on 2nd and 10. Flush to his right. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. On 3rd and 1, here's Mayfield. Throw right side to Perriman, and it's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. This quarterback now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive it.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Falcons say they have it. They do.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, I think we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. He's got room to run past the 20 as he's all the way up to the 24-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Now Ryan on 1st down. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep rights. And got his man complete. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 49 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
They run. Devontae Freeman. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a 1st down.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Now it's Ryan. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Logan Paulson, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Detroit! Gone! Watch him now, Barney!
A first down throw for Mayfield. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
All right, work with me, partner. This is a classic understatement. Their execution has been very poor. Last 3 drives, 2 interceptions and a fumble. Winning football? We're not seeing it right now.
Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out. But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Larry Ogunjobi able to swamp him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 3-19.
Following the interception, Mayfield. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Welcome back live to Orlando. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Mayfield to throw it. And he's going to go down again. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hasn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And pressure gets to him again. Deion Jones.
kissing. One might extensions that'll look like expeditions on. Man, it's too loud in me in your city, cause when I start spitting too much drive, need some power steering, cruising to a better vision, y'all. Can you hear me now? 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 Mama, dirty the roads that I've traveled, but I'm on my way. Mama, trust all the steps on my journey, 'cause I'll be okay. I know it's gotta hurt when you know you could've had a president. Guess that I would rather be the man. Maybe one day I'll go back to school. Think I'm probably kidding, but I still mean it. They've been trying to screw me, but I've been a genius. Caddy looking more like home since I made moves. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Get back, watch you turn to a singer. But that's how it go when you broke. Now I'm like mistletoe. This do my own. Not gonna lie on these new clones. Then she asked for a loan. Had to laugh, then I told her get gone. Gon' get that me on. Ain't no give me not a thing. So I spend 90K on my range. You can see all my pain in my watch. Got my ex down and walking around with my hand on my. Cause I'm popping and I know you not. And I know you see just how I'm living. You not happy with life, so you rockin' Reeboks on treetops, getting walk. Got a big Benz like Sasquatch. Every time you see it, what it no, it's time.
I got that check into golf. A lot of these look lost. They broke, they think it's my fault. No court. I want that court. I'm dripping, I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you, don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED, look at the light. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes. The ops on IG all the time. I dare them go live. Wagyu steak, I dine. 8 ounce, 255. I can't get funky with too groovy you me. If I ain't had love for me, I would've tried to get Nicki Minaj. J-Rock ain't gonna let you slide. Dory ain't gonna let you slide. King of the city, I don't wanna be a big fish in a small pond. Trying to get across that water. I need fans in Vietnam. If you gotta hustle, but you can't stick to the grind, you wasting your time. I need a double a verse. I do it before FaceTime before I get to the club. Look at the line. Money ain't changed my heart, but I'm smarter. I guess it changed my mind. And I take care of my in prison. Don't think it's safe inside. I got that check-in to go. A lot of these look lost. They broke. They think it's my fault. No call. I want that caught. I'm dripping. I'm stuck with the sauce. But she love you. Don't cut your. Reynolds Da Vinci is white. Limited Louis that's light. Rape in the city that's light. LED, look at the lights. We the ones don't like. But you look too light. Why even play with your life? Bank account looking like yikes.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. A moment ago, here was the scene. The Falcons coming out from their tunnel to the roar of all the folks here in Atlanta. We're ready for football as these Falcons get set to match up with the Los Angeles Rams. Greg Zuerlein now. He'll handle the honors to get us started. And we are underway from Atlanta. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. That often runs you into a penalty.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff him in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, setting the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
3rd and long. It's Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Hey, lift! 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 Lift!
Back home, it's the first carry for the former Georgia Bulldog, Gurley. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Tackle made there by Robert Alford.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Todd Gurley taking it in from the 20. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. And he knocks it through. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Tuesday.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10. Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He lost 6 there on the 1st down play.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or their athletic ability just takes over.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you go make a play on the football.
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off, and it'll be a turnover on downs. after the interception. Here's Ryan. The throw to the left side, caught by Coleman. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
On second down, Ryan. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Aaron Donald able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard.
Left. Right.
A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. This is first and goal from about the 8. They'll run here with Freeman. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
Gun.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be third and goal now. They'll try and run. Freeman. No gain on the play. And what to do now on fourth and goal.
Now this feels like old school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on fourth down?
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Falcons in possession to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a fourth down situation. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And this winds up a disaster nowhere near the marker. Freeman unable to get free here on fourth and goal. And this Rams defense comes up with a goal line stand. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with third and just a yard.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
14.
They'll try the air now with Goff. He'll throw underneath for Gurley. And Gurley fumbled it. Gurley fumbles the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Get up!
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
A handoff, Devontae Freeman. Open space inside the 10. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to Atlanta right after this timeout.
DC. 5. Shell.
After the run, Goff going to throw. Dumps it off to Gurley. They find some open field here. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, 79 yards. And the Rams strike quickly here for 6 points. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. A gain of 3, second down. Clock running, and the Falcons moving with a sense of urgency.
21.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Now he's going to throw deep right side. He's got a man. complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle,
and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones, 30 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going...
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, here's Goff. And oh, it's a safety. Goff got buried in the end zone. He couldn't get rid of it. So troubles here offensively. I tell you, the noise in this dome, that has got to make it harder for these guys to hear.
Sometimes I find myself shouting up here. But you're right. If you can't communicate well or get off the snap count properly, it can cause big problems, and this qualifies as a big problem.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The left side completion to Jones. 30, 10, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. As the first half is winding down, and the Falcons are able to show off their quick strike ability. Bryant's extra point up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. And the Rams getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
"15 seconds, all that remains for this first half as they come up 1st and 10. On first down, it's gone. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Out of the gun, Goff. Escaping the pressure right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line.
There's never a good place on the field to fumble the ball. Let's just call it as it is.
But definitely not in your own red zone.
In your own red zone, it's heightened, isn't it? Because you're almost automatically giving up a score. and the momentum, and everything just changes for your team.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with it. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mark Barron. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Space to maneuver at the 40. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10, Goff again. A dump on to Anderson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 7 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Goff. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Again, Goff. This is caught. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Gerald Everett from 8 yards out. And the Rams are able to draw a bit closer. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So out come the Falcons now. Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And bulldozing his way through. A big run there by Freeman. 58 yards.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They come out here in the eye. It's Coleman here. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tevin Coleman, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Spinning away. Brandon Cooks, the 30, 20, touchdown LA. Brandon Cooks with what will be called a 107-yard return. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead. And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. And here now come the Falcons. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan on first down. Eluding the pressure right. And this is incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What, is it 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman with now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd. Goff. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And the ball is knocked out, and the Falcons grab it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep it. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Freeman again. Freeman a first down and more. And finally taken down at the 15. That good for 19 and a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10. Another carry for the workhorse tonight, Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown.
Track how G